Hey everybody, thanks for joining. Just waiting a couple minutes to get Jen Miller on here from Denver. So hang tight. What's up, Tom, Susie, Heather, Cooper? How are ya? Hang out for a few minutes, would ya? Thanks for joining. So how's everybody doing today? Looking forward to sharing a little bit of information, some fun stuff. It's been a while. I've never gone Instagram live. I've gone FaceTime live. So it's been a while since I've done something live. So looking forward to it. I will tell you about where I am in a minute, Susie. I'm just waiting for Jen Miller to get on from Denver at the same time. So we're going to be chatting together. So if you just hang tight. Hey, Sally Ann in Sonoma. Love the wine country. Awesome. Where are you, Jen? You're supposed to be on here at 2 o'clock. Hang tight. So, weather's beautiful here. I'm in Los Angeles, Manhattan Beach specifically. It's sunny and about 65 today. We had some rain for the first time. The local mountains got snow, which is awesome. And feels like fall, finally, after 80, 85 degree weather just a month ago. How's everybody's weather where you guys are? Hey, Tom in Brooklyn. How's Brooklyn? Love New York. Still waiting for Jen Miller to get on, guys. So I appreciate. Oh, there she is. Add as a moderator. See if it worked. I don't see Jen Miller yet. Hang on.
Hi.
There is Jen Miller. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Oh, I can't hear you because I have my mic on. Let me see if I unplug if you can hear you. Can you
Yeah,
hear me?
I can.
Oh, okay. I had my mic on, and for some reason with it plugged in, I couldn't hear it. Maybe it's a setting inside. So, how are you?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm doing pretty awesome. We have a
Oh, good.
fun group of people there, more joining.
Oh
Um,
boy,
this is kind of
we've got
fun.
a guest appearance here who's very confused as well.
Oh, awesome. So, I'm not sure when the last time you went live. It's been a while for me going live.
John, I've never gone live.
Perfect.
You're mine.
You're a virgin. You're a virgin
I
live
am.
person.
I am. Thanks for bringing me into this world.
Hey, Wendy Denny's. Thanks for saying hi and joining us. So let's kind of get right into it. I'll introduce. Why don't you introduce yourself and where you are?
Sure. I'm Jen Miller. I am in Denver, and I think most people who are on here know us. I'm at Compass as well, and been out in Denver for a little over 20 years, originally an East Coaster from Philly.
So Denver is a very big city. So where in Denver are you?
Good point. I am in Northwest Denver, in a area called the Highlands, not to
Okay.
be confused with Highlands Ranch in the suburbs.
Awesome. So tell us a little secret about Denver, or something that people don't know, or they have some misconception.
So two kind of fun facts. So anyone who is a big golfer or baseball player, because of our thinner air, I don't know if people know this or not, but you're able to hit the ball about 6 to 10% farther, which is always, a nice boost for your game and make the Rockies a little bit more fun to watch. And then another fun thing, I don't even think I knew this, is that the cheeseburger was patented here in 1935 at a little drive-in.
Really? That
Yeah.
wasn't the guy who did McDonald's, was it? Right, Kroc?
No,
No.
no, something random. They made meat and cheese. I can't remember how they put it. It was pretty funny.
Interesting. Is there some landmark there that actually says that?
There is, and now I have to go look for it because I think it's actually not far from where I live.
That is some great information that I didn't know about Denver.
There you go.
So I'll
Hi,
introduce myself.
Ken.
I'm John Bathurst, and I'm in Los Angeles in an area called Manhattan Beach. And some fun facts about my area is people who are not familiar with California, when they think of Manhattan or Manhattan Beach, they think of New York, and they think, is that the East Coast? Where is that? Or when they finally figure out it's in California, they geographically wise they have no idea.
Right.
Um, the interesting fact is the Manhattan Beach was actually founded by a developer from Manhattan in New York, and came out and said, "Oh, Manhattan Beach," back in the early 1900s. And if you're a local here in Manhattan Beach and in the South Bay, we call it the bubble. We're really sheltered from so many things happening within Los Angeles or California, and we feel well. Let's just say there's a lot of entitled people here. I'm not one of them.
No.
But it is a fabulous beach community. If you're flying into Los Angeles to LAX, if you usually land towards the water. So if
Mhm.
you look outside your left window, you're going to see El Segundo, Manhattan Beach, Hermosa Beach, Redondo Beach, and Palos Verdes. You look out your right window, you're going to see Marina del Rey, Venice, Santa Monica, Pacific Palisades, Malibu. And I cover that whole coast. I cover that whole coast in business.
No joke.
Yeah.
I think we put in a lot of miles in Denver. You guys,
Well,
I think as Andrew has mentioned,
yeah.
you guys really have
Well,
a city. A scary city.
I like to be able to smell the ocean, smell the salt water. So if I stop smelling it, I usually will stop selling it.
I like that.
Yeah, I made that up.
Okay, there you go. Can be one of your taglines from now on.
There you go. So I'm interested in what's going on in the Denver market, both from a standpoint of with rates going up. Obviously, they dropped today. I mean, the stock market went crazy today.
I know, I know. Where are my buyers on here?
The Compass stock went up a half a point.
Did it? Wow, look at us.
But yeah, tell us a little
Making
about
it.
what's happening in the Denver market. Between sellers and buyers with interest rates, what's going on?
So I mean, as you know, I'm sure Denver's been a pretty big hotspot for a while. And especially starting with COVID, everybody was moving here, coming from all the coasts, especially I think my last block that I lived on was all Californians that were all moving. Um, it went crazy. We are technically still in the seller's market. We are at just 2 months of inventory, 6 months being balanced, but it's come a long way from January, February, where it was like zero point 0.2. We were on 4 days on the market. We're at now 24. And so it is technically a seller's market, but there's tons of opportunity for buyers. We can negotiate again. We're seeing tons of seller concessions, buying down the rates, 2-1 buy downs, 3-2-1 buy downs. Inspections are being completed. People are buying a home and feel good about it. And it's actually really kind of nice.
Yeah, yeah. It's interesting that everybody who's listening in, please comment if your market is similar or dissimilar to what Jen says. Our area is exactly what you just described. We're sitting with a month to 3 months of inventory, depending on where you are. 3 months might be, the very high end luxury that might be in that 8 million plus. When you look at, the rates that are being reported out there, obviously, those aren't the rates for jumbo loans. Those aren't the rates for ARMs and or interest onlys, so you can get a rate much less than what is reported out there at 7 point whatever, right? So you can get
The scary news that they're sharing.
Yeah, you can get stuff in the fives. So that's still a great rate, right?
Yeah.
There,
My first home was at like 6%, I think.
I was double digits, sure, for me. Well, there's and I just forgot the name of a guy who reports on the real estate, but he said, listen, now is the right time to buy. Now is the right time to sell, because 6 months from now, the market may go down, but right now it's still holding steady. It's the right time to buy because there's low inventory, but you have less competition. Buy the home. He says, buy the home, and when rates go down, refinance. Pretty simple, right? Pretty simple formula right there. If you plan to stay in your home for more than 3 or 4 years, it's it's sort of slam dunk, right?
Right. We're not trading houses. This is
Yeah.
the long-term game here. It's
Yep.
not cheap money anymore, and it shouldn't be looked at as more that it's your home. It's not trying to make money on it. It's, it is an asset, but
Yeah.
people need to switch their mindset.
Yeah. Well, Denver is a fairly big market for, or feeder market, should I say, for California.
Hmm.
I would say that in the coastal areas, probably the biggest. When you think about Denver, you kind of think mountains too. You think Aspen and Vail and Telluride and all the other mountains around, right? Even though
Yep.
Denver is a higher elevation, but there's not mountains right in Denver.
Yes.
But
We're
it
the
is a
base.
big feeder market. I think you probably have, you know, Park City area probably number one, and probably the Denver area number two for our market in terms of feeder market.
Oh, interesting. I didn't know Park City was number one. I do have friends in California who all have like second homes in Park City now.
Well, the interesting thing is, so Mammoth is our home mountain. So locally, we have local mountains 2 hours
Yeah.
away, but Mammoth Mountain is probably our home mountain, even though
Okay.
Tahoe is just another hour and a half north. But you can actually fly into Salt Lake City and drive and get to Park City faster than you can drive to Mammoth and be on the mountain.
It's kind of like that for Park City here too. I've done a few trips there where it is easier to probably
Yeah,
get there and ski than it can be to get to like Aspen.
awesome. Well,
Yeah.
we want to keep this fairly short. So, obviously, if anybody ever has any questions about the Denver market, Jen is a rock star there. Please reach out to her. And if you're looking in the Los Angeles area, coastal areas, I'm a Southern California native. Not many people can say you're a Southern California native. Love to answer any questions there. And as we kind of wrap this up, I want to ask Jen. So, what's your plans for the holidays? You got Thanksgiving coming up. You got Christmas. What's happening?
Funny enough, I'm seeing my old field hockey coach popping on here. Hi, Miss Bugs. I am actually going to Palm Springs with a friend who I know from home, from the Philadelphia area. Her family has a place in Palm Springs, so we are going to go out with them for Thanksgiving, and then my sister who lives in Sweden with her family. They are coming back for Christmas with their three kids. So I'm hoping to get back to Philadelphia for at least a few days so we can overlap. And it's
Nice, nice,
been like a year and a half. So
very cool.
yeah. What about
Well,
you?
Palm Springs is about 2.5 hours from me. My parents used to live out in Palm Desert, but right before COVID, they moved out to Tennessee, and they live in a little town called Crossville, which is between Nashville and Knoxville.
Oh, I've
And
heard of that.
so,
It's getting more and more popular, right?
yeah, I mean, it's a golf community there. So they left,
Yeah.
a Palm Desert golf community for one back in Tennessee. But for me, sort of interesting. So I still have a couple of high schoolers. I have one college kid and a couple of high schoolers. So most of the travel and most of the stuff is related around what's going on with them and their sport. So I actually head to Chicago next Friday for a national volleyball tournament for my youngest son, who's 16, junior in high school. And then my son from Berkeley comes home for Thanksgiving home. And again,
Oh,
it's kind of cold here today. It's 65 and sunny. It's kind of cold,
I'm so sorry. So cold.
but that is fall for us.
Yeah.
So family coming home, and then I'm actually headed out to Tennessee early December, and I'll see my parents when I go out there.
Okay.
And then based on how the snow is, whether local mountains, Mammoth, Park City, usually snow will the crew will go up and snowboard at some mountain somewhere, either nearby or far by, and looking forward to doing that.
Fun. I got my 3-year-old his first ski pass this year, so just hoping to get
Awesome,
him out for like 1 or 2 runs this year. That's that's the goal.
excellent.
Yeah.
So, it's hard to read all the comments there. I wish I could. Let me see if I can go back and look at any of them. Let's see if there's
I
any
think people are
questions
just
here.
saying hi to us.
Yeah. Susie said, we are still in an active market, low inventory. The buyers are out there. Great. Um, thank you for commenting on our content. Uh, call the Clarks. They'll be in La Quinta for Thanksgiving. It'd be fun to meet up, Jen.
I will see what I can do. I think I'll be in Indian Wells, not too far from there.
Awesome. And
Yeah.
Wendy Denny said, rocking it. Total naturals. You're the best. That's Wendy, and Jen, you're awesome on here. So
This is fun, John. Thanks you.
yeah. So I plan on doing this, once or twice a week, and just wanted to update people on different areas across the country. Hopefully, everybody follows us and looks to where our next adventure is.
All right. You guys enjoy your afternoon. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks, you guys. You guys have a great day.
Bye.
Cheers.
Cheers.